you bring it up on here.
That's what you do.
So is that the last one?
Yeah.
Hey, don't roll it. I'm gonna roll it forward just a little bit. If you don't mind.
Just a little bit.
Nothing wrong. All right, wait. All right, stop. Now you want to shake it. All right.
I think she's good.
Shake the coolant. Don't take the radiator cap off. Right here's the coolant. Make sure it's full. Eyeball the belt. There's the power radiator fluid, so you have to remove the cap. Don't stick on it. Brake fluid looks full. Just eyeball that stuff. Check the oil for us.
We did. Yeah, very
Are you ready? Is it full?
That'd be one. I did. One.
How was the oil? Was the oil full?
Oh, yeah, it was good.
Okay.
What are you doing, Mr. Davis? I'm at your assistance.
We are going to inspect these brakes, and I'm scared to death.
Why? What's wrong
It
with
doesn't
it?
have any brakes.
So if they're broken, we just have to put it back together?
Well, they have to. I don't know.
Are we expecting the brakes to be bad?
We are expecting the brakes to be bad. I can hear them. He can hear the brakes.
Can you?
All right, go ahead and raise it up in the air, and we'll jack up the wheels, and we'll take the wheels off and see what we got going on. And then we're going to look at all four, and then we're going to raise it up and see if that right axle is there. Right axle. Maybe it'll flash. We're checking the, looking at the brakes, just glancing at them. I don't think these brakes, you put them on last year. Right here. Let it down. Not yet. Hold on. I want to look. You see how greasy this is? That's because this is the axle right here. So this is the transmission. The axle feeds this side and it feeds this one. See how this one is nice and dry? So what this is telling me, this boot is bad. And it's slinging the grease out. If they put a boot on it, you'd have to disassemble this, pull the axle out, cut the old boot on it, disassemble it, put the new boot on it, put new grease in it, put it back together, just like that. Or, what I suggest, a boot is like $40. The laser to put all that in it, or you could buy a whole new axle for $99. So, the other day, y'all been replacing brakes. Y'all were doing the floating stuff. This is not a floating. This one is fixed. This does not move. You have to, in order to replace these brakes, you take out this key right here, and that little clip pops out, and the brake pads just slide out. This caliper does not slide back and forth. It actually has 4 pistons. There's 2 here, and there's 2 on the inside. The pistons are actually what's pushing the brakes in. When you release your brakes, the pistons just retract. Does that make sense? This one is kind of great. Y'all see this wire? This wire connects to the brake pad. When there's a little piece of metal, when it grounds out and touches the rotor, it goes, hey, you need brakes. And it will make a light come on saying you need brakes. But that's been cut. That's not good. His front brakes look fantastic. Nothing wrong with it. On this side. Let's go look at this one. I'm scared to death.
This is the one I was hearing. Like I said, don't knock it till you try it. Please.
I would prefer him because this is going to be a lot. He's going to have calipers. These calipers, there's no telling how much these calipers are. There's no telling how much these rotors are. Or these brakes. I feel bad. You got to figure it out. This has got ABS brake. It's the first, one of the first series to make ABS on it, and you have to use the scan tool to bleed it. You can't just bleed it from. Yeah, this is not good. He's not really happy. Somebody showed up and how you scan what year it is. It seems like a rotor is not. How does that one look? Does that one look the same? See, the brakes on this side look fantastic. They look great. But something has gone wrong over on that side. See how it's a vented rotor? Like that? See how there's like 2 places for the disc to touch? If you look on the other side, the inside of them is gone. There's nothing for the brakes to touch against the inside except for the wheel. And that's not good. He's not going to be happy. He needs to park it. He can't drive it. I'm being totally serious. I'm being totally serious. He ain't got no brakes. Well, wouldn't be mad. He ain't got no brakes. See, this one is the same way. It needs to do wiring system. This got cut. No, the brakes look good. Someone's put new brake pads on it, but they can't replace the wiring. They need to replace that wiring.
What's wrong with
The caliper. The caliper got stuck, and it made the inside brake pad wear out, and it just wore completely out until it fell out and left. The brake pad left the building.
so there's no brake pedal?
There's no, and because the brake pad left, the caliper piston kept rubbing up against the rotor and ate it up. And now the piston is actually fell out of the caliper and is leaking brake fluid. That's why I don't have a brake pedal. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, put the wheels back on the Audi. You are not using the impact cone. We've got to torque them by hand because they're bolts. Okay?
Okay, so how long have you been in the classes?
This is my second semester in this class,
Mm-hmm.
and I went here last semester, or was in this class last semester.
Right.
I just wanted to do it again before I graduate.
Is this something you want to do for a career, or do you want to just know it?
I've considered it. I've actually worked on cars quite a bit before this, so I kind of had a head start.
Okay.
But I've actually considered going to trade school for it. However, I've chosen another option.
Okay, well, there's that too. Now, it's good to know either way.
It definitely helps.
So what are you learning here?
This class is steering, brakes, and suspension.
Okay.
The first class I took is just it's more general, so changing tires, air in the tires, changing oil,
Okay.
Fluids,
Okay.
more easier stuff.
All right.
This is a more advanced class.
So what do you like about it?
I like getting my hands dirty, having to use my muscles a little bit, thinking.
Right.
I don't like the. It's more hands-on. I don't like the science. I don't like.
So what do you what are things that you want to do? Say you do this on the side, you know, you have a garage in your yard, or you don't. Do you want to work on race cars? Do you want to get into body work?
Personally, I've just worked on my own cars and my neighbors a couple of times. My dad's taught me a few things about
That's good.
general maintenance, but this has taught me more in-depth stuff, more stuff that I hadn't even touched.
Right.
People generally don't know, and they pay somebody to do it for them, where if you know how to do it, you just go buy the materials and you
Right.
can do it yourself instead of having to pay for the labor.
So much easier. so is there anything else you want to say? Say something about Mr. Davis. What about him?
He's great. He's such a good teacher. If you make a mistake, he doesn't criticize you for 4 days. He'll tell you what you did wrong, tell you how to fix it. It's that easy.
Right. Now, do you know if you're going to be changing brakes and, CV boots and things like that?
Boots we haven't gotten to yet. The two cars that were in here that we just took out were our little play cars. We had to take the brakes off, the calipers and the bases and the pads, and swap them to the other side.
Ooh.
So we just practiced taking them off and everything.
Okay.
So that once we do it on other people's cars, we can do it quicker. We can make sure it's all right instead of struggling for 30 minutes.
Okay, so what are they learning in these classes?
So this is my MLR2 class, Maintenance and Light Repair 2, and then they're learning brake, steering, and suspension.
Okay, and you can start this as a freshman?
They can start as a freshman. My MLR1 class is an intro class, yes.
And what do they go up to? What's the class?
So I teach up to MLR3, which is electrical.
Oh, okay. All right, so you don't pull engines or anything?
No, we don't pull engines, no.
You drive most of the cars because of liability?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
that's what I thought. So what are they learning? I know you said brake, suspension, and steering, but what have they learned over the past, last semester and this semester?
So with their first year, they learn how to read a tire size. They know how to change oil. That's one of the basics of what we're about to do right now. As far as the brakes, they learn how to inspect them, how to measure, and how to remove them and replace them.
What will this do for them for the future?
This will be a great if they decide to do this on their own or if they go into a business.
Okay. Do you think how many kids have you had that have gone on to careers?
Last year, I've had several that have gone on to either another, like a TCAT or another
Like
college
Lincoln
after
Tech.
school. And last semester, I had 3 students that graduated from high school, and they're working at Bates Ford.
So they went straight.
Straight, left high school, went straight into work. Yes.
What's the advantage of that?
The work-based learning is another thing that we offer, along with leaving a high school and going into a job. They get the experience. They don't necessarily have to worry about school debt, college debt.
Do they start as oil changers at Bates, oil changers, or do they go into
Yes,
brake
they
work?
start them out as entry-level technicians. We're going to see if we can change oil in the car, take the tires off, and all that stuff, check the air pressures in the tires. They'll start them out as an entry-level technician, and then they can move up as they see how they're doing in their class.
And what? How many women have you had in here?
Let's see. This semester I probably had 4. Last semester I think I had 7. So it's a good. I wish the numbers would grow. No, the students, they love coming in here, and I love having them in here. They're getting the hands-on experience. I love it. It's really good.
Okay. And what about your experience? Like, are they ASC certified when they leave?
They can, if they take my MLR3 class, they can get an ASC certification. It's an entry level, and it looks good if you put that on a resume,
Yeah.
or if you go into work. They also earn a certificate. They also earn the patch. I've been doing this over 25 years.
You've been teaching it or just
auto
work-
mechanics, yes.
okay.
This is my 14th year of teaching. So.
Okay. And now, are you from here?
Yes, lived
Okay.
in Lebanon, graduated Lebanon High School, took auto mechanics while I was at Lebanon High School too. Yes.
So it's kind of moved on to a new
Moved
career.
on
for
to
you.
it, yes.